not a current drug user. I'm a clean drug user.
I know.
But I've already admitted all that. I did use drugs for 15 years, like from my teenagers into my 20s.
Yeah. Well, you can usually tell, but usually you can tell like if somebody's been drinking. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he does kind of sometimes sound like he's like on speed. Like so that's.
I think that's why he mutes up so much, and he hops in and out, and he's up all hours
look how
of the night.
desperate Edward is right now.
You know, looking back, I never thought about any of that.
Trying to damage control.
And the old panels, he's doing the same shit years ago. Same exact shit.
Yeah, it's working.
It's like identical. I'm like there's nothing different. Nothing different here. Just different people he's talking to because he got ran out of certain communities for whatever reason. I'm trying to figure that out still.
I know. But then to come into this one.
Well, and that's the thing that really, I don't think anybody will have the answer to that but Ed, other than, or but Ed, you know, but why did you come in this community? You're getting information off of catchers and decoys about other predators, possibly.
Yeah,
they might say this one had CP. You know, you're getting their names, their addresses, their phone numbers, whatever.
Trying to see a fellow cook, bro.
And you're wrapped up in the same shit. Is he reaching out to these people? I find it odd to say you do it just to really help when you have that in your own back pocket.
Right.
How you are connected to other predators and CP users when you're fighting a CP case, unless you're just a weirdo.
Yeah.
Man.
So again, maybe it's one of those, like, if I'm embedded in this community, then people will I don't know, then somehow that'll solve him from being guilty.
A bunch of people have said it. There would be no Edward if he had been honest about this years ago. Edward wouldn't even exist.
That's true.
Before the CP thing came out, he would come over here.
Probably Haystack. There's been so many fucking videos lately. It's hard to keep up, to be honest.
Haystack, I hope that made sense.
Did you see that video?
I put my email in there.
I posted him talking to FM.
Again, I just wish I could figure out a way to get my stuff off of his channel. Off his, second channel. I don't want that. It's just horrible. I hate having that out there.
Right, post.
My ex's name is on it, I don't know.
He could, I'm sure Haystack could blur all that shit out. Ed didn't say one word during his live. Is he done already? Did he end it?
Let me look.
Little Grammy.
Dude, I swear to God, the fucking gatekeepers are hacking my internet connection.
Dude, they do that shit, man.
Yeah, like Android.
Yeah, so this is embarrassing, but I stepped out for a bit when Mr. Gomez was talking at the beginning, and I slipped on
yeah, guess what happened?
On some water my dog spilled.
Coward fuck.
From his bowl.
I
hit the stove, so what did I miss?
Little bitch he is.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
That was funny.
Edward's only live for 25 minutes.
You missed me yelling at
yeah, you're doing so damage control.
Edward's done? He didn't say a word?
Yeah, he's done.
25 minutes.
Retard. Yeah, of course he. It is
sure, that's disappointing. Like every other thing he put out in the last 2 weeks.
His chat.
I know you're watching, Edward.
Then you got Clovis trying to damage control for Edward.
Unless he comes out with somebody like I said, even if he finds somebody with the same charges as him, it's not going to make his go away. Or the same situation. It's not charges. The same situation as his. It's not going to make his situation go away. The problem is you got involved with catchers and decoys. You lied to people.
Stupid fucking damage control.
And then you told everybody to go fuck themselves at the end. No.
He looks fucking sus all around. No.
We lost Nevermore.
Yeah, the gatekeepers are cutting his Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Who am I saving? CP Sam. I like that.
Let me read what Edward said on his community page 5 days ago. He says, "Edward, bitch, I've done more for this community.
Gremlin is like a baby. He's like 20.
And it's a lifetime.
Oh, so
it's okay. The dog's
I listened to like the last part
about
of
me on his
Mr.
stream while encouraging everyone to look at both sides.
In all honesty, sounds kind of
released documents
kind
that
of
were
whack.
given to me by him. I
Yeah,
verified him.
he's got a deeper rabbit hole than any of us are interested in,
Cap
which I
reported
understand.
that.
I'll be honest, I don't really know if we should
name on the document.
keep him on here
right.
because he kind of makes us.
So he wants to talk about.
Jay Sully says Ed's trash. He's grasping its tiniest
Come on,
straw.
man. Were you such a fucking like
From
that?
that's kind of where I was going.
Isn't Virgin Ryan?
Rips up your fucking pipe.
It's Ryan.
Like
Oh,
you're a
it
meth
probably
bro.
is.
All right.
Live in your
pretty sure it's
motherfucking
Mark.
shack.
No, it's not right.
Nice
He
try,
thinks it's
Edward.
meow.
Anyway,
No, I know
let's
it's not
do this
Ryan.
more.
Dude, don't say some
Well, that's a
meow
lie.
because
How I have
he
the
like
job,
came on the
that's a lie.
streets
How
and
I
he's
never
saying
see
it's
my
Chuckles.
kids, that's a
Or no,
lie.
Chuckles saying
Well,
it's
the
him.
truth, the Caps has proven to be no better than Tommy.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I don't
know.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
think it
Edward.
was.
I've never seen
These
Chuckles
Tommy's
in
like
my
doing catching while
channel.
you
I
fucking
don't know if
slip
she
in your
even knows
fucking
that,
pipe.
no.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully not.
And try to get duck
No, no, she does. She wants-
Obviously, people are flowing in from the Ed stream, and I can see that going
See,
on.
after the mandatory court order, the bastard
Yeah.
domestic violence
I hope we're putting on a.
rehabilitation course.
Never mind.
Week 3 of 52.
He's sharing
I'll be
bunk
live,
beds
obviously.
at a homeless shelter. Ed wasn't talking because he's sharing bunk beds at a homeless shelter.
Oh yeah, about that. Is that true that he's home? That he's like he got kicked out or something, or is that just
Especially
fake?
clear.
I'm sure he's back home right now.
Tommy Frecko D.
They probably got in a fight. He told them to get out, but I'm sure he's back home by now.
Two colors, Cap.
Well, does Nevermore know something? That's what I was kind of like wondering.
Go to a house that you own for 5 years.
No, I
because of what domestic
just think
violence
Nevermore has
statute
been
ordered.
lied to just like
Or
everybody else
See,
has.
that's funny. And when
he
you
was
bitch that's still
closer
fucking
to
facing
than a
the
lot of
charge.
us, and,
Vindicated? Buddy, you were fucking
yeah.
charged 3
I
fucking
think
years ago. You're still
Nevermore was
facing
lied
fucking
to.
CP charges. Yeah, get the fuck
We
out of
everyone
here.
was.
And as for you,
Yeah,
Tommy,
it's more
you're the
personal for
one
him, I
fucking
think, you
lunging
know,
on
because
Tommy's
he
nuts. You're the
thought
one
Edward
that
was his
fucking
friend,
channel removed.
and now it comes out that you don't even fucking know Edward, just like all these old ladies who don't know Edward.
Brentwood, Leonard, Stairs.
Yeah.
You're the
okay.
one that took his fucking
Yeah, man, so
200
fucked up.
million sub channel.
Well, see, I've never. I mean, I've always thought he was a predator. and a
clicks
creep.
and views
So
per
I don't,
fucking
you know,
video.
I guess there's no betrayal for me.
Yeah, what
He's always-
kind of predator? Like,
Again, I never.
Little
When I said
Brentwood's
predator,
under
when I
damage
said
control
he was
because
a
he's
predator,
losing
I
traction
didn't mean
now.
child predator. I
Everybody's
never meant
fucking
that.
throw him
I
on the
meant
bus
predator
in the
as in the
community.
sense
What's
that
up, dude?
He just attacks people.
just
he
making
goes
sure that
after. He tries to go after the weak.
You
He
let
tries to
their
go
agenda
after,
work
you
by
know,
wanting
people
to
that are weak.
sign
You know,
what
like
you
the old
don't
lady.
comprehend.
You know.
Gomez has a comment for you, Gremlin. You let their agenda work by wanting to silence what you don't comprehend. No, we're not trying to silence anything.
I'm not trying to stop. Dude, hop up, bro. I don't care if you want to hop up. I don't know.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
We're just saying we
Hey,
can't. We
what's up,
can't
guys?
go into the deeper
Yeah,
of
man.
all 3 communities prior to us. We just want the facts of
Hey, some advice, Mr. Gomez.
what figures into what we're dealing with now.
Yeah, don't go on off a rant, please. You know, because
I get you got a deeper mission going on, and that's cool. But we just want what pertains to this.
please.
Kurt, gay husband. Why don't you just come back with your real name? We know who you are.
It's JT Colfax, right?
No, that's a fucking name.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks for doxing him.
that's fine.
You don't know who he is. He
How
said
do I know who he
it.
is?
Come on.
Here's a message.
Yeah, the alcohol
Don't be
thing
John
is
and Donald
personal
saying
to
CP
Nevermore,
and
'cause
doing
come
fucking
out
meth with
that
your bro
obviously
and your
Edward
mother's
isn't
shack,
sober,
and you
or
won't
that's
be fucking
the
facing
story
an
anyway.
indictment
Yeah,
charges.
it was
you
dumb.
dumb
He was
fuck.
attacked
And you would
and
have
used
to sit
him
in a squad
to-
car, handcuffed
for contact.
with your
basically.
bro.
Yep.
Yeah, if I remember correctly,
Well,
Edward,
and
you
he
had your phones
He
and
did
shit
trash his
confiscated, right?
sobriety and said that thing about parents too, and that's
Nevermore is probably fighting.
I don't think it's funny that
Edward
you
off
got
in
a
a
couple
comment
screws who
somewhere
want
behind the
deflecting
scenes right
dogs,
now.
yeah, trying to damage each other to protect their little
Yeah,
butt,
Shimon.
their little
Oh, he said he's coming back. He sent me a message. He's coming back.
Yeah, fellow
Okay,
couple would
okay.
say, oh yeah,
Bobby.
I'm a minor
What's up,
traffic
Jason?
person.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, not much. I was just,
I'm a
I wanted to start
pedophile.
off by saying I
I'm a
think,
child molester. Yeah.
I was in chat. I think Nevermore
yeah.
said he's,
See him,
what,
man.
eight
Yeah.
years
He's
sober.
the victim
Yeah.
felon. He's the
I
victim
just wanted to say
sex offender.
that's really fucking cool. Eight hours, 8 days,
That's all they're
8
doing.
weeks, 8 months, 8 years.
What pertains
It's all
to
good
this
shit, and
is
that's,
the right to
you know,
send
I
it.
had to
If you need
quit
to
booze
buy
after
because
drinking
it
for like
needs
7
only
years
apply to
straight.
your situation. I don't know what to
It's
tell you.
hard to
what
do,
do.
so it's just really cool, man, and I'm happy for it.
Jason, I saw your comment,
Gomez
and
is a
before I
character,
respond,
look it
I
up.
keep my damn self out of the chat.
Here, I'll give you a
Oh,
little,
and I
I'll
do
give you a little
want- I
hint
do
what
want to thank you for your
Detective
comments.
Gomez is. The kid
Yeah,
is
I mean,
from.
I quit,
You know the show
cold
Cheaters?
turkey for like,
Yep.
I don't know,
There you have
probably
it.
about 2 years,
There
and
you
now
have
I can't
Yes,
say I'm
Thunder.
completely sober because I do drink probably
Thunder
every
says,
6 weeks,
NSA,
8 weeks, something like that, and I'll have some drinks. But
CMP
I
will
was
be here
a
acting
real heavy
just
drinker
like
for a
one of
long
us.
time, and I know how fucking hard it is to just quit. So just
Can I
anybody.
respond to this
So
real quick? What pertains to this is the right to assemble. If you need to divide because it needs to only apply to your situation. No. We're not saying that. I'm saying I don't want to throw information at people that they aren't going to understand because not everybody's going to dig into this like some of us have.
I get so lost when
Yeah.
the other
We're
panels
gonna
come on,
keep
and I
it
try to.
Me too.
topic and what is important to how he got here, what he's doing here. I get you're saying there's a bigger picture behind that, but not every you're gonna lose the masses with the message trying to explain the last three communities. You need to just know what he did in this community, which we already.
Get to the point, Mr. Gomez.
But I do think what he's trying to do is connect it to make it relevant, you know, and I don't want to speak on this because I have no fucking idea
I get that.
for sure.
Not
But like,
understand.
He has
I
a
think he's
habit
trying-
of doing this.
Yeah, he's trying to
That's what
show
they
a
need
pattern
to-
of
stuck in their
look what this
understanding.
person did in these communities. And like I said, I'm not accusing. I have no fucking idea. I think he's just trying to establish that base,
Yeah.
behavior. What's up, Kevin?
Not a lot, just chilling.
Yay, Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's trying to establish the pattern of behavior. I think we got that. You know, yeah, we got that.
Was so
This
trash.
is what he does. He just, I think he gained a lot more traction in this community than the ones previous. It seems like because I've looked at some of his old shit, and he wasn't pulling people in like he does in this community.
Yep.
And had he told people the
I thought that was
truth, he
pretty
wouldn't be
fucking
pulling
cute
it
when I heard that
in this
little
community
piece
like he does either.
Video the other day.
That's the problem.
Well, he really found a great gift, grift, if you think about it, in Tommy. He built his channel around hating Tommy.
He
But
really
you
had
know,
nothing.
LB
Yeah, his
and
voice
Scammer,
makes
look,
it sound important.
I already know who all's up here now. Most cult
They had good
leaders
traction in the Vegas
do
and
not
Bundy community.
tell the
They
truth.
try to run the communities to crash in.
True.
Yeah.
And that's what Edward
They think
is.
they had something going with
and I know
like
you're
Pete
listening,
Santel,
Edward,
John
so listen
Goodman.
good, because I'm going to tell you what you
LaVoy
are. And I'm not going to call you a scumbag asshole or scumbag motherfucker. I'm not going to call you all the shit you call Tom. But I will call
You
you
know, the
as
Harvey
a cult
shooting in
leader.
Vegas? Yeah.
You built a cult around tearing Thomas Ray Sellers down. That was your whole cult thing. You've maintained your whole cult following of hate against one man. You're a fucking cult leader. At
It is
best.
cold.
That's the best you'll ever be as a cult leader.
Well, and he failed at that.
Stop it. Your cult has been exposed.
I think it's more. I think it's a grift.
You got about 3 henchmen left in your cult now. You got you got Meow Meow, who personally he looks like he could fall over dead just as quick as you do. And you got JT Colfax, and you got Todd. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, he raised some money for some boots. If you need that, Todd will get some boots.
If you ever need to smile, just watch Todd sing. That was just the funniest. I mean, I was laughing so loud.
The clip Haystack has
whose video
I think
did
it's called
Belmont?
Music back in 3,000 years. Cavemen sound like that.
Caveman rock.
Oh God! But Edward, the cult is gone. The cult is dead. You got some cult followers over there.
Yeah, that's a
you
great
got some
fucking
women
look
ready,
for you,
ready to lick
Edward.
your taint anytime you want.
Film on
Simply because you're a
old
cult
video.
leader.
That's
You
right.
brainwash these people
And that streaming
as hard as you could. You
Aaron had
brainwashed for over a year.
That's for
Building a
3
cult
fucking
against
years
Thomas Ray
ago.
Sellers. That's
2020.
it. That's the only kind of thing
Fuck.
is that you've
This
downed
is
that
new
man
material,
every chance you got.
Pradward.
Some of us didn't
And get
believe
off fucking Tommy's
Some of us
dick
didn't follow
already.
your ass.
Pradward.
I want to hear
You
from
I think it's pretty
everybody in
fucking
this
cute. He had
community just last
Angelo
week.
G.
I could tell you how many
Oh,
stopped.
Robert, you're best thing.
You Dr. Pepper. You Dr. Cat stuff. I would never
Oh
know.
yeah, Edward.
Who wants to hop down? Because I need somebody to hop
Tell
down
me
so Ray
I'm
can come up.
banned and I
Do
what? Seriously, I made a video
Oh,
on
Ray's
them
in
all
the
I'll
one time
drop on
ago.
Ray to come up.
There we go. We're good.
What's up, Ray?
You know what? You know what's funny? What
Hey,
to do? I'm banned in Russia.
Bobby sent me the invite. What's up, Bobby?
Yeah, any music
What did I
video or
miss?
hockey
You might
video,
wanna
you get
come
banned in
hang out.
Russia. I'll be right back.
Well, I feel like I walked. I feel like I missed something, Bobby. What's going on?
Life in general, that's what you missed, Ray.
A revolution.
We're sitting here, we have somebody up on the panel who's talking, and immediately, Edward has to go post. He must keep this shit in his back pocket. I know he ain't got no home, so I don't know what kind of computer he's pulling all this shit up on, but he must have it in his back pocket ready to roll at any minute. Because the very minute this fellow was on this panel starting, he put up a panel against the guy. So the bastard's lurking at every corner. I don't know what he's doing. Who am I talking? Ray?
Who's on panel right now? I got LB. I got Kevin. Is that Kurt on the bottom right?
Bobby Gremlin and
It's
Skinner.
Gremlin. It ain't much different between him and Kirk.
And who's the blue towel?
It's not a towel, it's a credit card.
What's up, Scam? How you doing?
It ain't a doubt.
Wait, it's not a credit card? I thought it was Towley.
I thought it was Towley from South Park too.
It's my credit card that says Gamla.
Oh, it does look like Howie. I had to turn the phone around so I could see it bigger.
So, are we talking about Mark? Or are we talking about Edward? Who are we talking about?
I'll talk about the whole damn 9 yards of them if you want me
We were
to.
talking about Ed.
You
And
pick
it
one and I'll
Detective
go.
Gomez was up and it was getting too complicated for me.
When one of Edward's henchmen tells me to go off myself, I don't mind talking about him. Give me a code name out, Ray.
The code name?
What?
You said give you the code name?
No, I said throw a name out. I'll talk about the motherfucker tonight.
Lynn and God's Angels.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, you know what? I talk about Lynn and God's Angels, I sure will. That's a nice name, ain't it? Lynn and God's Angels. Just thinking about God's Angels is just something we all need to think about.
Yeah.
There
You
you
know
go.
what they say? God stands on the side of the righteous.
And the path of the righteous man is beset by tyranny and evil on all sides.
And I have a question for you, Ray. Speaking of God's angels, I have a question for you. How many angels can dance on the head of a pin?
It's a good question, Bobby. I don't think I know the answer.
I don't know it either. Somebody asked me that. God, it's been years ago. And I don't think there is an answer. I think as many as God wanted to dance on the head of the pin would be my answer.
That's
Read a comment. The code word is Jeff Live Catch.
Wait a minute, Jeff's got a live catch this late night?
Yeah, it's a tranny.
Hey, Jeff's catching some Z's. That's what he catches.
well, it's better than catching L's.
There you go. Oh. So, Raymond, are you going live in the morning?
No, on the weekends I typically you sent me the Instagram thing. I was out decoying tonight. I thought I was gonna come home with a W, but it didn't work out. So you sent me the DM asking me to pop up, so I broke my rule, and I'm sitting here in my living room. I made a peanut butter sandwich, some little bit of Gatorade Zero, and some Copenhagen, and I'm talking to fellow community members.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you eating the Copenhagen, the peanut butter sandwich with the Copenhagen in?
I mean, I take it out of my mouth to eat, but then I put it back in.
There are things I can eat with a dip in my mouth. Peanut butter sandwiches ain't one of them.
What's the topic tonight, LB? What are we chatting about?
Well, We started with Detective Gomez, and we're digging in.
Who is Detective Gomez?
He's from the Vegas community, or the conspiracy group that Ed came from, and other communities that Ed came from prior to the catching community, and just...
It's not confirmed yet, but possibly Officer Beltloop's little brother.
Maybe so. He knows these old ladies that are coming around sticking up for Edward. I do know that because they all talk about each other.
Sorry to interrupt. Who's Officer Beltloop?
Oh God, that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
He's a highly trained Segway driving, lethal human weapon that presides over mental health institutions in the great state of Mississippi.
Gomez says he's not from any community. That's what he's saying. You can come up if you want to explain it, but I don't want to go into the whole deep underbelly of.
That's what I say. I used to be from the.
He has a mission. This Gomez guy. He has
so wait a minute. He's a detective. He's a medical doctor, and he's a lawyer. Is that?
I think that's a joke, but yeah. He knows stuff about before this community. That's all I know, and I'm trying to get any relevant information I can pertaining to that, I guess.
I kind of really think Raymond. I think Edward has done this in other communities. That's my belief.
I just want my videos off his channel. That's my only goal.
Edward, take Scamula's videos off the channel.
I've been asking you forever, Edward.
You want an olive branch from me? That'd be a good start right there. Drop Scamula's videos off your channel. That'd be a good olive branch for you to pass me.
We're sending Virgin Ryan on a lap. Go find a girlfriend.
What the fuck did he say?
What did he say?
I'm pretty sure it's Mark, but yeah, I don't know about this Gomez guy. He's got other shit he's into. I just want the relevant information that pertains to these old ladies and why they showed up all of a sudden to White Knight, and they act like he would never do this, but when they were questioned by Alex, they have no idea who he is. Mm-hmm. It's like most of the people who are very close to him, or so they thought.
LB, you'll have a easier time getting tutoring Oyster through law school than getting shot of him, in all honesty.
Whatever.
I want to hear from Kevin. Kevin, did you talk to his brother anymore?
I have not. I've been busy the last few days.
Oh, okay.
Today I was just like decoying all day and fucking off, and yeah. No, I haven't pressed it any. It's coming though.
Hey Kevin, I got a question for you. When you were fucking off, you did remember to pull out, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Of course. Of course, man.
Just wanted to make sure your pull-out game was still on par.
See, I like this. Hey, Sarah, I agree with that. Gomez does have some good things to contribute. He just isn't packaging it well to digest here because he has a whole slurry of information from before here that nobody understands.
Like you're like going
other than it's a pattern of behavior is really what I gathered from everything he said. It's just a pattern of behavior that he lies, he takes advantage of people. Why is he talking to old ladies on the phone all day, but he can't call Vic back? Because Vic isn't sending him money.
Well, again, I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking to Marion every day. I'm pretty sure that was very excessive.
Well, no, because he's got 10 other ones he's cycling through,
Well, and she wasn't giving him money. So, I mean, she's probably talking to the ones that are giving him money.
He was going to send him a coffin.
She offered him a free plane ticket.
With vodka,
so, I mean, that's funny.
That's true.
And if you got something to offer.
Marion also said she was just about to give him money.
Do me a question.
Yeah, I don't know. Bobby, trust me, I dealt with her. Just everything you got to take with a grain of salt on that one. Everything. Because she was fine with him until he stood her up in Florida. And that's when she flipped on him again. And that, again, she's insane. Certifiably insane.
There we go.
Well, it seems like a lot of them are. A lot of these people that throw money around, once you're not giving them the attention they want, but that's why he's on the phone with them for hours and hours and hours, and not other
That's
people.
the thing. I think, again, she's just nuts. Again, that's what I'm saying. I'll give him credit. I don't think he was drinking, celebrating.
If Detective Gomez would like to pull up, I'm happy to have that conversation with him.
For my answer.
Yeah, Detective Gomez, come on back up, buddy. I'll hop down.
And Ray's much more patient.
Nah, Bobby, I'll hop down. I'm about to get stoned anyway.
Show off.
Why did that not surprise me?
Man, I was decoying. I got some good information on a guy. I'm going to go pound on his door tomorrow. I was trying to get me one for tonight, but it just didn't happen.
Well, Ray's didn't work out either.
Yep.
Gomez says he's answered as much as he could. Go back in the chat. I did question about everything I could think of relevant to this community, because he's got a lot of other stuff he wants to talk about, but it's too deep of a rabbit hole.
Maybe Ray could
what we're dealing with right now
about that stuff, though, in a way that we could comprehend it better.
Yeah, Detective Gomez, medical doctor Esquire, senior. If you're gonna sit. That's, by the way, I think you forgot to give us your preferred pronouns, Detective Gomez. So if you could add those at the end of your name, if it's he, him, or she, her, or they, them. But yeah, come on, pull up. Let's have ourselves a chat, Detective Gomez. I would like to learn.
And by the way, if anybody's wondering about my pronoun, it's y'all.
I did put out a disclaimer that I don't know this Gomez, him and the old lady have like the same story but with different names in the places, and they all know each other from before here. So I don't know, but I will give him, he has talked to me and answered questions where the other lady just blocked me when I answered or asked her the same basic simple questions. She blocked me. She didn't want to talk about it. F you, why are you asking me questions? This guy has talked to me multiple times in the last couple of days. So, and I think that says a lot when somebody's willing to talk to you and say what they can.
Or Denise Mad Cow.
And like Haystack said, I'm going to break down what Haystack said. Dumb it down for us.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Deflecting Gomez out there. He got to dumb it down for some of us.
It wasn't dumbed down enough for me.
Come on up, Detective.
I think I'm fairly certain I can hold my own against Detective Gomez.
I ain't talking about you.
I know.
I'm talking about for the rest of us listening. It got to be dumbed down for some of us.
Yeah, it's not about fighting with the man, though. It's about just finding out.
Oh yeah, it's not fighting.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to pick with that Denise lady either. She couldn't conversate. She didn't even want to talk about it.
And Detective Gomez, he answers questions and stuff. I mean, he seems pretty cool to me.
Done for that.
I heard that Denise lady. She said that predator catchers was it envious or jealous, or they want to be predators themselves? Was that her? Was that her argument?
Like that. I think so. Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. I'm not going to say she did say that, but I didn't hear it if she did. But I've not heard all of her. I've only gone back and listened to that lady Marion, though. And I did go back and listen to hers. And I think I might have listened a little bit to that lady named Clovis.
Yeah, but Clovis is the one I listened to, I think.
Denise, when I listened to her, I've got to go back and listen to her. She was hard for me to follow. She jumped around way too much for me. I got to have somebody that's got to be laid out.
It take 5 minutes.
Well, okay, I'll ask you a question. I hope it's okay, Ray. I'm going to ask you a question because you spent
like
some time with him recently.
Oh no, look at the wrong one and do it. She's like,
that he celebrated and drank and drank when Tommy's channel got demonetized.
Spitfire said.
I don't think I talked to him when Tommy's channel got demonetized.
Well, I mean, based on you knowing him, being kind of friends with him, because I'm not friends with him. Can you see him doing that? I don't know. To me, that's the one thing I'm like, I don't buy that one.
No,
yeah, of course.
Or would not drink. What do you think?
Street.
I think he made that up.
Her buddy, just like Angela and Nick Cook.
I don't think I know. I think that she made up that he was celebrating by drinking.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
I'm sure he was celebrating, but I doubt he was. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Question is, why was she?
I drink.
Want Tommy's Channel demonetized?
I had a couple of cocktails, I think, just about every night when I was in Florida, and
question is,
I
never
saw him do
down.
Anything. No, I've never actually talked to him about his abstinence.
Why did Edward want to call the cops?
I've heard him reference it, but I've never had that conversation with him.
Fellow, get him arrested.
I just don't get the vibe that
because Edward said a lie that said, Tommy took advantage of one of his decoys. Which
no, I mean I've known a shit ton of guys in my life and a couple of females that had problems with the hard stuff and people that want to go fast. Typically, alcohol's not their jam,
Right.
Yeah. But that's I don't know. I've seen a lot of people who like to go slow. They seem to fall into the booze, like fentanyl, people that are more opiate. They seem to enjoy the alcohol life a little bit more. Most of my methamphetamine and addicted friends, I don't know. Alcohol doesn't really make most people go fast.
Right.
I feel like it's like the exact opposite. Every crackhead I've known drinks to come down off of their drugs.
No, I'm saying if they're off the drugs, yes,
okay. You're not trading up one for the other, but they do kind of go hand in hand. Is my point.
Well, it's like a poor man's speedball, fucking Adderall and Coors Light is a poor man's speedball. But yes, I'm
misunderstanding.
I recently I've started to feel like I'm the Dr. Phil of the community.
You kind of are.
Good comparison. Anyway.
That's what we're gonna do next. Is we're gonna bring up Detective Gomez. Not sure what he's all about, but after these messages, we're gonna talk about it.
He might have just hopped up, Ray.
No, that's
Oh, Jason. Okay.
Yeah, I was just coming back up because I stepped down so Ray could come up, and then Kevin left. So.
Well,
do you feel like you really know who Ed is now after everything that's come out? Anybody who's talked to him privately?
I mean, everybody in the world shows you the you that they want you to see, the you that the them that they're trying to be, and then I think all of us, hide a certain version of ourselves from everyone. So no, I mean, I feel like I know him pretty well. But then again, I never, and this is not it's odd that I'm making this comparison, but I used to have a joke that, if I ever die, they have the do not resuscitate or what to do if you find my body. And the first thing on me was delete my browser history. So no, I mean, I typically don't talk to people about their sex life or their proclivities or it's never really been a, let me think up here. Bobby, you and I have talked a bunch of. Have we ever talked about that?
I'm gonna Sandy all day tomorrow.
What about deleting our browser history?
No, have we ever even talked about what we find attractive in women?
No, we have not.
No.
I think one of the first things I notice about a woman, I usually notice their eyes. I think everybody. I don't know about everybody else. I do.
And
of course, every man would say, their body type.
Do you have a synthesizer called a Predator?
Kind of they like.
Check out my Predator synthesizer. Yeah.
And I reckon maybe sometimes we're attracted by body type, but I think it's personality. I think.
The Predator synthesizer.
No, but I have a shitty personality, and she stayed with me. So shout out to my wife.
Well, that's because she's a saint and you're not.
Okay, well, let me put it another way then. All right. I've already said this. I found panels from literally the week before, a few days before, and a few days after this raid. And he's on panels, talking to people like nothing happened. You wouldn't think that would be a pretty significant thing going on in your life, but you're just going on about business like...
Bro, this is 2023, not 2003.
And then...
Yeah, LB, but...
Getting caught up, telling Alex 5 counts of something that he skeeted out of, and...
I know, but what are you going to say?
The Portal Channel video, that's a lie. He didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
No picture would have worked with Ed if this had come out in 2020.
And that's exactly why someone who had something like that happen is not going to just be like, well, yeah, guys, normal Thursday for me, got raided by the PD, by PD. They thought my brother or me had CP on my laptop. Like, of course he's going to act normal, like...
But would you go and start offering your services to catchers and decoys?
For my restreamer.
I don't know about all that stuff, but it makes sense to me that he would act like nothing happened, because the second he says that, people are going to jump to conclusions, regardless of what actually happened, whether he's guilty or not. People will always draw their own conclusions, and that's why...
I think if I got dragged into something like that I really wasn't involved in, I would be fucking losing my shit talking to the people that I talk to on a regular basis.
But at that point, he had just been arrested, and by him explaining his side of the story, it might have been an admission of guilt for the felony amphetamine charges.
But even privately, he didn't say this to any of the people that say they look at him like a son.
I definitely agree. But if I had a pending felony charge, I wouldn't say a word. And I'm not saying that he's done the right thing and this and that. I don't want to get into that, the X's and O's of that. But I'm just, when it comes to maybe, they take drugs and controlled substances way more seriously in Texas than they do, say, New Mexico. In New Mexico, you get caught with fentanyl in your system and they say, well, okay, how much, all right, just crush the pipe and move on, and that's it. In Texas, you could do like 8 years for that. So, I don't know. It makes sense to me why he didn't say anything. Not saying it's right or wrong, obviously.
You can scream from the rooftops if you're innocent. You just don't say anything because it may be used against you later and you get caught up. But if it's the truth, you don't have anything to do with this, you're not involved, there's no reason to stay silent. You don't have to stay silent about something like that because it's in your favor.
Even if he acknowledges it, it puts him in the situation that he could perhaps be guilty, and then everybody's going to look into his case and this and that. Like, if a cop pulls you over and you acknowledge that you were even driving, so like when you're trying to get someone to admit to something, what you do is you try to get them one step closer to it. First, you get them, when you're watching a murder investigation, what does the guy say? Well, I wasn't even there. I couldn't have done it. I wasn't there. Then the cop gets him to admit, well, you were there. Well, I was there, but I didn't kill her. Okay, well, you didn't kill her. Okay, and then all of a sudden he's admitting he killed her, but it was self-defense. Each step, it's a little closer to the truth.
Yeah, but that's with people that are lying. That's why you break them down. If you're not lying, there's nothing to lie about.
Exactly.
I get that, but still, like I said, if I had just been arrested for a felony, I wouldn't say shit. I'm just being, I'm just playing devil's advocate there. And that's probably what, he was maybe told to do. I don't know. All the CP stuff.
Every catcher and decoy that he offered his help to would feel very fucking deceived at this point. And
of course they would.
It's over for this.
And they have every right to.
And that doesn't equate to I care about this movement in my eyes.
And I think you're spot on there, but at the same time, if he really wanted to be a part of this community and really did want to make a difference, but he had this black mark, so to speak, he would have, his tires would have been slashed day one and he wouldn't have been going anywhere. So he might have just been thinking in his mind, look, it wasn't my fault. I don't know why this happened. It's going to blow over. Just lay low. You know, that's kind of probably where he was thinking, and then wasn't expecting it to come up later because he was like, there's no way. How would you assume that this would be dragged on for 4 years? You know, he was probably thinking, okay, this will be done and over with, and you know, the CP shit will be gone in 6 months. I don't know.
Why has a simple drug possession been dragged out for 3.5 years? What
he
are these
explained that
he's been offered? No, he hasn't. What about all this paperwork that's still sealed? You know, he's seen that paperwork.
Yeah, but like,
there's more to the story
because it's an ongoing case. It's sealed because it's an ongoing case, and then he explained
that clearly isn't in his favor, or he'd be defending himself.
And I'm not trying to like argue with you. I'm just giving you explanations that I've heard him say. So things like, why is the possession charge taking so long? Well, because they're trying to get him to plead to it to make the whatever counts as CP go away. That makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what he said. That's his explanation, not mine. So when people are like saying I'm white knighting, I'm not.
That's a concerning response in itself, is it not?
Well, of course, all of it's concerning. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to offer you the alternative, you know, perspective civilly that I've been, you know, heard being propagated from the other side, so to speak.
Well, I guess it's just it would be one thing, but he's just been so inconsistent in how he's answered, you know, like once found out. So I think that's part of the issue is that he's just been all over the place.
Sorry.
So it's just beyond, you know, it's just like, how can you trust anything? Because it's just, none of it's adding up.
Yeah, and there definitely has been several things that were said and then retracted and then said again a different way, and then that got recanted and then it came back a third way. There's definitely been a lot of that, and you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm not trying to white knight. I'm just trying to, you know, look at it from both sides objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I just don't. I don't know.
What do you think about all this?
What do I think about all this?
Yeah.
He's going to drop out in 3, 2.
I think if it's already in the hands of the law, you know, if we had an allegation of CP in the community and the person wasn't under investigation, and we had reason to believe that they should be, I think we should attack it that hard. You know, if his name's on the warrant and he's still going to court, you know, the one way or the other, the truth's going to be heard. I don't really know.
Do you think if he doesn't get charged, that means nothing happened? That just all is like, well, you're in the free and clear then?
But see, at that point, the case will be unsealed, and then anybody can do their own research by a FOIA request that you want. So you'll see everything, the body cam footage, all of it. And then it doesn't matter what the paperwork says. People can draw their own conclusion from FOIAing the actual thing, you know?
Well, yeah, that'd be great.
And I'm sure somebody's going to do that.
And when I look at things like this, and not just in this, but in any situation, see, you can play chess against yourself. You can make it really easy and just win because you're playing against yourself, or you can actually give yourself a challenge playing, you know, each piece against itself and trying to actually play against yourself. And that's kind of how I see things like this. Like, I could easily draw a conclusion, he's guilty or he's innocent, or I can sit there and really try to make the game difficult, playing chess against myself, and really look at every move and every scenario to try to give myself a better understanding of it. And that's kind of what I do with everything. So that's kind of why I have all these,
I mean,
you know.
I'm from the school of thought, if he was guilty, I feel like he would have deleted his channel and ran 5,000 miles to the coast of Spain. Like, I can't imagine somebody would stay in the community.
Yeah.
He wants to prove us wrong. He's waiting for that. So he knows something that we don't.
He's expecting those charges to be pled down to a drug charge. He's expecting that.
Well, that's all it
not
is
be
a
an
drug
issue
charge.
at the end. And it may not be, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Well, I think too. Let's say that he's totally cleared of the CP. I think also what the issue is he is, think about all, like me alone, calling me a cokehead, all the things, when what he calls, like, gives Tommy a hard time for not having a job and being a drunk and all these things. But again, look at, he clearly had this meth problem. Like, I did coke in high school, so I'm a cokehead to the, that was 30 years ago, or however long ago. And but yet, he clearly was using meth as of 3 years ago. So I think there's just that double standard too, that it's a hypocriticism. I don't know. It's just hypocrisy. Thank you. That's kind of tough. It's just.
No, you're wrong about that, Edward.
And that's something that he's going to have to answer for continually, I think, probably until the end of this community, that his reputation will be stained. As for the being cleared of the CP stuff, I'm genuinely curious. So what you guys think, if there's a warrant for CP, which there was, that's why the cops kicked down the door, if then they investigate and they find no CP, wouldn't that clear him of that warrant? Because there is no charge. I'm just, obviously there is probable cause for the warrant, and we'll find out all about that. We have
Edward in the chat. He says, you think the state would please CP down to state felony possession of meth? Well, maybe if your brother's the one taking the bigger of the hit, and there will be no CP charges. And I kind of expect there to be no CP charges.
Your brother got caught with fucking CP and meth.
You're not living in a house with somebody who is somehow related to 5 counts of CP by your own word of mouth.
Edward? You can't reason way around that fucking shit.
For 3 years, and worked with catchers and decoys and deceived people. I mean,
then when Alex Rose and Fred and Poacher got you on the fucking phone, you're like, oh, well, okay, yeah, this
make that make sense. Make it make sense.
I think it will when like I said, all speculation can be, spun, but until the case is unsealed, there's not a whole lot we can say or do.
Yeah, then
I personally don't even care going for it. I'll just
when they do a search warrant.
I get it.
I hope no catcher, and I hope no decoy ever takes Ed's help again. He's clearly got some shit in his closet that he's been hiding and lying about for years, and y'all got fooled. Unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't affect any cases that you're dealing with.
Each count
and
is,
it was wrong.
Each
it's
count
all wrong.
3 years in prison. That's a felony.
I know what you mean, because the way you see it is, even if the CP is 100% cleared, you're referring to the other things he's done to damage his reputation in your eyes, right? But also, in addition to
everything since this came out,
I think that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Even people that have come in, sticking up for him, they have no idea, nothing. They don't know nothing about this. They don't know he has a meth problem. They don't know he's in a house that's manufacturing meth.
You're gonna keep doxing innocent woman.
He clearly admitted his brother was selling drugs.
Edward,
he had 5 phones.
You're gonna keep sucking up to a fucking baby boomer, chicks in her 60s and nothing.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
Yeah, trying to milk them dry. You're all rich and shit like that.
Yeah, we got that.
You realize that Ed has it?
No, I couldn't see it on StreamYard, but I got it. It's gone, Cap. It's gone. Chill out, man. I'm looking at StreamYard. It doesn't show that stuff.
I had a good Bloody Mary like this on.
Yes, I missed it. He was here.
Wow.
And I don't think he's been in my channel since like one of my first streams, to be honest. Well, he's been lurking. We know he's been lurking.
Damn, man, fuck.
I didn't even know you had a channel until a few days ago.
Cap, the link is pinned. Coming up. Cap's berating me in private chat. I took his wrench, Cap. gone.
And
Someone was roboting.
Hey, Edward, why don't you go find the fucking no light so you can raise it out?
Bobby?
You raised out 25 fucking minutes and using a Philemon style slap video. Oh wait, you used one in Philemon slap.
Well, I appreciate that, Ed. Thank you for not going rogue. I mean, because I would have a
live stream and go raise it out,
time
Edward.
trying to undo that because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I appreciate it. I guess you're not all bad, Credward.
Edward has plenty of opportunity to panel up with me. I had a long work day. Mep was just getting started.
This started out. I'm trying to find out.
Dude. He's just getting started
what
by
people know that we don't know.
He's flipping up
there's people that have been around way longer than me, and that's
it was better taking fucking turns hitting up that pipe right now. Because
there's clearly a pattern of some weird ass shit.
Here, bro, want to smoke his it?
From before he ever got here.
Hey, Eddie, here you go. Thanks, bro.
Oh, and Detective Gomez would like to panel up with you. He says you don't want to panel with him.
Hey, Predward, I got something special for you. Open wide for Eddie. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Trans. Two kids. Trans.
Freshman the tap for Uncle CMN.
It's a fucking miracle, right? I'm gonna sell that secret. Your shit stinks and disgusting, doxing innocent woman. Yeah, what's with the hit pieces out all week?
Dude, for real, I lost some respect for that.
Yeah. Did you get booed in and trespassed from their Starbucks?
All week. Even the thing tonight with this guy.
Yep,
you don't even know him, but even what you found about him.
Prove it. Yep, he did.
I don't see his name connected to
you was doing serious gatekeeping, chasing for donuts.
Does you understand, like, this makes him look more suspicious and all that?
It's erratic. It's very erratic behavior.
Yeah.
Which is...
damn, dude, fuck. Huh.
Yeah, everyone wants information on people in the stock their bones in their clothes. Well, I don't know what that
That's why I popped up all of a sudden.
I noticed as soon as I came from CBP.
Yep.
The people I got closest to were the people closest to Tommy. Why? Because they were giving him information.
To smoke out shields and bust
it was pretty obvious. You know, a lot of us left around the same time, but the only ones
white knighting and hobnobbing to Silicon Valley
created a personal relationship with people that knew info on Tommy.
Child molesters, sex offenders, get that money.
And that was pretty telling.
People like Redward and Creepy Gary, aka fellow cuck. Yes, Jade. F-word behavior.
I don't even care. I'm not watching Edward's channel anymore. I just wish people would see that he was clearly a fucking liar, man. Yeah. I don't know how much more obvious that could be.
Well, he's a bully. He's a bully, if nothing else. And from what you've heard these other women say, it's like the whole doxing thing. That's something people would pay him to dox people.
Can you repeat that again? He paid people to dox, or?
Yeah, people would pay him to. It was Denise, I think, that was talking about that.
Seriously? Fuck.
Yeah, and it kind of does go with
fucking predator. Look at
he's done. If you think
just
about
like I smoked you off this panel earlier, right?
Wrestlers Mount Prokop didn't do anything.
You didn't smoke anything up.
Razor going
fight there, Edward.
To get his dog
Why
some
don't you tell everyone
care,
you called a
and
60-year-old
Edward was so desperate to deflect,
girl that
he put a hit piece out on him saying that he was a fake GoFundMe.
No.
Come to find out
that
it
would be
wasn't
the one
a
he
fake
called her a
GoFundMe.
whore and a
Edward
junkie.
just was trying to distract
Edward, why don't you go out the main supporter of the one? Who would that be? Flag corruption.
You know, he did the same shit when PHI
why don't you look at that shit?
All of a sudden he had hit pieces out. Look at this.
Fuck
look
off
at that. Look at that. You know, this is not new.
Redward, why don't you go one night for a fellow talk?
And what he did to Cap. And that's why I'm telling you, the reason I can relate to Cap so much is because I've been through it.
Maybe you can make up some more fucking bullshit on the CMN.
With Cap, because it's horrible. And Ed did, you know, why did Ed do that? He did it because Not because Cap said he was guilty. Cap just
Take
said,
down your document, Edward. It would not look good for the prosecutor.
Yeah, now it's beyond that. It's like, you know, now it's you're the scumbag piece of shit. But it didn't start out that way. We didn't start out that way. That's from your behavior. Now we're there. Now it's working.
Ed, you didn't need to do that to me. You didn't need to do that to Cap. I mean, it's just, it's mean.
Hey, Meth, what Fredward?
Kind of evil.
What?
On this episode of Edward's a scumbag piece of
shit, yeah.
That fucking asshole talking a lot of shit.
Even when it first came out, I was like, well, that's weird. It took 3.5 years. I wasn't throwing it under the bus.
God,
you didn't start out doing that. But, I mean, how many times can you lie in 2 weeks and put out false information on people, or even real information on people that really doesn't need to be out there, has nothing to do with this community, has nothing to do with CP or kids or none of that.
Yep.
It's
to try, I don't know if it's to make yourself feel better.
Hey, Edward, the prosecutor's watching you. Not a good look there.
But
first down like that.
It's telling.
You can sink your ship even further, Edward.
Yeah, we didn't start out and throwing Ed under the bus. And nobody wants to believe, even today, nobody wants to believe it's true. I hope it's not true. But his actions say something else.
For real, dude. If he's innocent, you know, I'd go on his panel and apologize to him for all this shit. But fuck, man. Can't really do that right now.
Oh. Network can say anything about me, but they don't want me to respond.
Yeah, me and Nate both suck air through our teeth.
Just like Bill Tucker, the Splooge crew, along with Finding Ben, they can say whatever they want about me, all this fucking bullshit. But
just even tonight, because that guy came in talking about his whatever before this community, he had a hit piece waiting to put out on that dude.
Yeah.
This still doesn't compare to what's going on.
What they're going to do, they're going to flag and report my video.
It's not going to end.
Just like fucking dumbass Gandhi did up in Doodoo's.
It's just a matter of, just like he wanted everybody to see the truth about Tommy, we want everybody to see the truth about him.
That was Richard.
Damn, the irony.
Right? That's exactly how I feel about it.
Fuck.
And
if not for his behavior, would he not be motivated to do it? It's like you lived in a glass house throwing major stones.
You drove me off at the panel, and you're delusional.
Your glass house is now, guess what? You live in that glass house and through hurtful
Edward,
stuff.
You know what you are?
So there's some people that are like, yes, fuck you.
Basuda.
Sorry.
You know what, Edward?
Yeah, we questioned Gomez. I said flat out, I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about or not. I'm just gathering whatever information I can get. He might be fucking crazy.
I value that garbage can.
But he is answering questions
down
and
the
talking.
hall, then I value more.
Which is more than I can say for some people.
Because, Edward, you are a disgusting basuda.
Yeah, I mean, why can't otherwise, what makes him special that he can say, fuck you? You know, it's my business. But if it's anyone else, they have to explain themselves and...
Brad,
yeah, you can word that differently, you know.
Once you get
you could have said, like, hey, this is an ongoing case. I can't talk about it right now. And basically, that's it. But shit, you had to say, fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck you. It's none of your business.
Fucking pussy,
but you've made everyone else's personal life your business. But when it's you, all of a sudden, like, again, like, maybe it's truly a mental illness where there's a narcissism or whatever it is.
So Edward's telling Gomez to come back up and talk to you, Ray. Do you have some questions ready for Gomez?
Edward, you might want to shave your fucking
beard. Why can't Ed do that? Why does he have to have Ray fight his battles for him?
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm just wondering if there's been some questions that are prepared for Gomez, and he might answer them in the chat.
Take it to the hit and paddle up.
Yeah. All right.
Did we lose Ray?
I don't know. Haystack says Ed definitely messaged Ray. Well, I know he's been messaging other people for sure, and he wants some support.
Don't worry about the traction and deflection there.
And that's from the old ladies, because that ain't working clearly.
Well, it's paying his rent.
I don't know about that, but
Edward, stop using flesh. We run circle on you, boy.
I really don't even have any questions for Ed because, I mean,
Ed's going around like he still has
tell one of the 5 stories that have already been told,
running out. His ship is sinking.
Or a new one. Either way, it's all.
Dude, Edward's starting to sound like that.
Cap says unblock him, Edward.
He's at that chaser.
Ed's going around acting like he still has credibility. Edward says you're not black, Cap.
Phil looks like he's like the lawnmower.
Ray, are you still here?
Out of the homeless.
Advisor.
Yeah,
how much time you looking at? Oh, he's probably looking at about a decade or two beyond prison.
You didn't come to this channel last night, that's for sure. We know you were watching.
Hey, hypothetically speaking, would you let Ed up in your panel or not?
Guys, let him hop up here if him and Cap want to come to the hash out.
Tommy's got your cat.
I mean, he should have been Cap last night. But, yeah, they can hash out.
Fred word, our meth word.
Is Ray snoring?
I think Tommy, fellas, got you by the ball, big boy.
Well, here, I'll pop him down there. So now we got 2 spots.
That bug spite. Oh shit.
We got 2 spots for you, though.
Pulper, shut up.
We heard Richard whip your butt.
I mean, I think at this point it's personal for Cap.
What do you think you for the betterment of the world today?
He went after Cap. He dragged his
of your pipe
family into that.
What the fuck is behind all that shit?
Hey, Fredward, have you downloaded CP lately?
He doesn't have anything better to talk about, and he doesn't have any answers for his own dirt.
And Ed's behavior, like
Fredward, what kind of CP have you been downloading? Have you downloaded little girls like 8 years old? Oh,
create damage. So Edward, your actions created damage, and the fact that you don't care about that, or still can call me whatever name.
Who was that 8-year-old? Was it Emily?
It's hard to feel bad about what you're going through right now.
Yeah, you would.
No, I did give him the benefit of the doubt. Tommy was like pissy with me, saying that I was saying that Ed was innocent just because I went.
Does this make sense to anybody?
Oh no, we have Krusty in here.
She trying to make fun of my husband whooping my ass. I don't think she's making fun of it. She's saying that that's what your kids saw. You know, and you're throwing shade at her for how she lives or whatever.
Yeah, Krusty, you deserve that. You totally deserve that, Krusty. And we're talking about your vibrator nonstop. You are just...
Hey, is that Fredward?
What up, Cap? Welcome to the shit show.
Pull up,
Cap.
Pull up, you little bitch, Ed. You're in the fucking chat. Pull up.
Pull up.
Can we hotspot Ed or something? Pull up.
Oh, it's
you're here now. We know you're here, so pull the fuck up, you little bitch.
Again, that's the other behavior. He's just been a coward, an absolute coward.
Oh, he hopped up super fucking quick when Gomez was on panel. He had a whole stream ready to go.
Dealer first and get all psyched up.
But he won't come. Again, he's too scared to be confronted.
This is like the smallest panel you could be on. This
hey,
is the
Fredward, you remember this now?
Exposure you're gonna get for this conversation.
It's not your channel. Pull the fuck up, you little pussy.
No, Edward knows this one very well.
If we do have Ed pull up, though, we should let it just stick between.
Oh yeah,
he won't do it. I don't want it to be like 5-on-1 versus Ed, because that shit, no matter who it is, just fucking sucks.
If Ed comes up, I'll hop down in a heartbeat.
Not on this tweaker at all. Pull the fuck up.
Yeah, no, this isn't about. I don't want to talk to Edward. I have nothing to say to Edward, but I know Cat has his own.
This is the thing. Stupid ass Christy. You know, can we play the video of this bitch getting dragged? Cause
yes.
fucking throw her fucking face at the
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know how to share
God
it.
damn, Cap pulling out the guillotine tonight.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Understand it. Like, there's no other panels for her to be on, so she wants to fucking be the scum lurking around on this one. So if you want to do that, we'll bring you the attention, bitch. You fucking loser. Can't stand this fucking. Cyber, pull the fuck up. I got time.
Sucking on her cigarettes and threatening CPS. Threatening to call CPS. She's a fun one.
Right, just watching hypocrites. Christy's really calling people fucking hypocrites. You've literally been called out for backstepping and talking out of both sides of your ass for the last 2 weeks and probably prior. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Let me get.
Come on.
She's batshit.
Here we go. This is for you, fucking crusty ass bitch.
We've been out here for you don't even know how long, watching people get drugged and tied to bumpers and drugged over bullshit and lies.
No, Edward, that shit bar ain't no good.
And people are fucking tired of it. So sit down and shut the fuck up with your real catcher comment that you made, bitch. Fuck
Zippo, baby.
How about that, real catcher? Why don't you do something other than sitting on fucking camera every night smoking? Go spend some time with your kid, bitch. Christy, bring your punk ass up here, you grimy bitch. Come on up here. You want to talk about fucking educated? Bitch, I'm educated. I got 4 years of college and raised my kids by myself and wasn't no man whooping my ass either while I was getting drunk on panels. You dirty bitch.
Yeah, it was
fuck you. You want to talk some shit now, bitch? Come up here and fuck your shit. You got me triggered. You got me pissed off. Now come on up here and get what you got coming, you grimy bitch. Fuck you.
Apparently I missed something.
Nobody gives a fuck about the school you teach at, Christy. Nobody gives a fuck. How about you worry about teaching your kids something? Get the fuck off of YouTube and do that. You talk about how you're a teacher, yet you're sitting on fucking YouTube every night while your kid is wondering, when's mom gonna teach me something other than how to get my ass beat by a man? Bitch, fuck you.
Sammy, I'm kind of sensing that you're upset about something.
Man, if she was in my face, I'd hit her in her motherfucking mouth.
All right, this is the part where I stand
bitch, I
in
don't give
between
a
you.
fuck. Christy, I don't give a fuck who you think you were directing your comment to, bitch. Guess what? Cap still has more catches than you. How many catches have you went and done on your own, Christy? Because me and Gabby and Cap, we went and did ours ourselves while you're talking about, I'm a translator. Bitch, you ain't shit. Sitting on a panel talking about, oh, that's my vibrator. Smoky. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. You're grimy and you're a disgrace.
What's Mapworth's credentials?
You're not a catcher? Well, you sure the fuck want to talk about somebody else.
Catcher's manual.
And what are you doing, bitch?
Chill, fucker.
You're ashamed of my ways, Christy? Get the fuck out of here. Why? Because I speak my mind and I tell you bitches about your grimy ass?
Yeah.
Fuck you. How about that? I've never been a drunk. How about that? Never been a druggie, never been a drunk, raised my kids by myself because ain't no man whooping my motherfucking ass in me stay. Look at you.
Yeah.
Miss Teacher, what are you teaching?
Flicking a Zippo lighter, hit up that pipe.
Don't ever talk to me again, Daddy. Don't ever talk to me again, Christy. You're both grimy. Fuck you, bitch.
That was fire. Shout out to Haystack. That is fucking. That is so fire. And can someone just get rid of her at this point? Because she's literally just.
No, let her die. That's okay.
I already have her hidden, so I can't.
They will bring this up against her in the future because she'll say some dumb shit to contradict herself.
She's got me blocked, but I can see her on the fucking. It's just,
I can't see her because I have her blocked.
You can see her on the StreamYard though.
On StreamYard.
Oh.
She's and like she can't like.
If anybody is working with you still, Christy, that's fucking scary as shit. I don't know who's working with you, but that's fucking scary because your judgment is clearly clouded.
Yeah, go to Nunez or something. I She has zero reason to be here.
I know, right?
Trying to fucking drag Ed. Again, pull up, you fucking tweaked out loser. Pull the fuck up. I've been calling you out for a fucking minute. I know you ain't got nowhere to stay. Starbucks is closing soon. Fucking, I use up some fucking Wi-Fi. Pull up, pussy.
Did your brother kick you out, Ed?
Well, he's... it's none of your business, Camula.
You cut?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but we'll see tomorrow. You know, it's cold, but you know, we got 5 bars. You know, and there's this other guy, by the way. He's getting investigated by other stuff, but I'm gonna deflect from myself at this point. Pull up, you fucking pussy. Redward, I'm talking to you. Pull up.
No, he's going silent. He's watching.
I told you, he's a coward. He's a bully and a coward.
What could he say? I mean, really, I mean, I know you were trying to call him out last night too, and I'm like, dude, what could this man even say at this point? You know what I mean? All he's done is put out hit pieces. He doesn't even speak when he does it. There's nothing for him to say. Just go the fuck away.
We'll chat, like, so yeah, me on my stream, whatever, that's one thing. But then I caught his ass over here, so yeah, I pulled up on his ass over here, and look, now he disappeared.
If he wants to, that's fine, but I'm just saying, I would just rather him disappear.
I know. You know? Maybe we can do a GoFundMe.
Have you not caused enough drama and chaos and dysfunction for people that are really doing good things?
Shit, Predator's gonna do his next guy.
You got fucking never speak out about shit that come out saying how fucked up this is. He never should have been here.
It's like going drug deals down the street, gets more mad from my fight. I just my fight.
He can dox me. I don't give a fuck.
He will.
He can dox me.
There's a reason I got a pizza.
He already said my name and where I fucking live.
He's so predictable.
Yeah.
My kids' pictures are on my Instagram. You know, it's in my picture right fucking there.
He's just trying to, I mean, yeah, doxing at this point, it obviously it doesn't hurt, you know.
Yeah.
He just needs to fucking pull up. I need to talk to this fucking pussy. I'm tired of the chat bullshit. Like, I can't say anything on his chats because I've been fucking completely, whatever the fuck you want to call it, blackballed.
Yeah.
No pun intended by the blackballed comment, but
oh, that's right.
Wait, you're black? No way.
But yeah, you can't say anything over there, and then you got.
That's not you sitting in the closet. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, come on. Maybe it is.
Lucky charm.
It probably is. It probably is me. So you know.
Unshowered for like months.
Yeah, he does look like he stinks.
Yeah, definitely hasn't. Yeah, that definitely hasn't showered in a couple weeks in that one.
Yeah, I don't think Manson showered either.
Do you think they let him back into the closet to live yet?
I doubt
I think
it.
they let him back in. I think he's probably like his brother's little runner boy.
Well, it's Friday. I'm pretty sure. 2 days of being on your own, you try to figure some shit out, right? Like he probably hit some homeless shelters, or you know, that's got him like a little Wi-Fi spot. I'm sure someone took him in. Like you can call 211 out here, and they'll take you in. You know, they'll figure something out. So I'm sure if you got down bad, you know, tells me I'm.
Yeah, but addicts don't like shelters, so I'm guaranteeing he went back home.
Look where this picture's at. Look at where this picture's taken. Look where I took my picture right here.
Trevor doesn't sleep on Friday and Saturday.
This is pretty shelter closet-ish, so anything will do at this point. I don't think he has a choice to be picky at this point. If the dude's unemployed, methed out, and being investigated as a suspect for CP charge, I think he shouldn't be choosing where he's laying down right now. You know? He's lucky he actually has a pillow or something to put his head on. He should be fucking sleeping on the dirt.
Yep.
On a brick.
Yep.
He has a job.
You can pull up, Ed,
tired woman
again,
on the phone all day.
I know you hearing it. This dragging isn't going to stop. I'm going to continue the shit on your neck. I'm going to continue applying pressure. And it's just going to get deeper. I mean, it's gotten to you getting kicked out of your house. You want to, reach in other people's shit. Now I'm reaching into your shit, and it's really affecting you. So it'd be smart for you to talk more than run. Because it's just getting worse for you. We're trying to get a hold. I'm trying to get a hold of you that are related to you, buddy.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it because he doesn't have anything to say. He's already put his foot in his mouth so many times in the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? That's why we're where we are now, where we know he's a fucking liar and there's something fucking wrong. Because he talked. And he told 5 different stories.
Hey, what was your release condition?
So, I mean, maybe he learned that lesson, but it's a little too late.
Are you still on probation?
But the hippies is, fucking people that are friends with him. You never had no issues with him, did you? Prior to this? Bro Cop is fucking supported him, threw him under the bus.
Yep.
Fucking hates Chuckles, and he used her for a hippies. He's had fucking Todd on his panel how many times?
That's his friend. Now he was like, it's because he had Todd on that, and, like he was playing.
Does anyone know if Edward needs an ankle monitor for release condition? Why hasn't there been a conviction?
He was playing one of Tommy's chit chats, and Tommy was talking about how Tommy said oh yeah, well Todd's kid's cool, but his dad's a piece of shit, and Ed kept replaying these. Did you hear that, Todd? And trying to get a reaction out of Todd to deflect off of. It's just this dude is just so desperate.
He's grasping at fucking straws.
You need to pull up, bro. All this time that you're putting in all these videos and shit, just fucking pull up and have a conversation. You did this shit, so man the fuck up, and I want to know why. Fucking snake ass little bitch. And you too, Meow. I know your ass had something to do with it too.
I'm here, Dad.
Jonathan Bobbins. You fucking too. Fucking snakes.
There are no answers. I'm telling you. That's why they won't.
Jonathan will run around with this fucking rainbow fucking shit and run on all the panels with all the girls, but yeah, he won't fucking show up any other panels. He only shows up on panels where the fucking girls are at.
The petition needs to be signed and presented to the court showing all.
But yeah, he wants to go around and do all this little snaky, grimy shit.
I don't think anybody's feeding into that shit other than the people that are already on Ed's nuts.
There needs to be a light on that fucking weirdo. This is the dude that's confessed on mock stream that he was actively going out trying to mess up Tommy's sketches if he didn't stop and looking on other apps other than Grindr. He's actively been going after Alex. He's been doing some grimy shit in the background on a few other things, and I'm sure he did some digging on me as well. He's a weirdo. And again, he admitted too that he was talking and he had called Tommy's son. What is he reaching out to Tommy's kids for? That's weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Edward probably so stupid he probably threw his own brother on the bus.
Again, Jonathan Robbins, you want attention. You want to be sneaky about it. You're getting your attention too. Trust me.
Keep the faith, Predward.
I didn't realize you could see the comments in StreamYard, so yeah, I'm reading some of these.
Yeah, you can. StreamYard's rough.
Yeah, so I'm seeing all Christy's
didn't
stuff.
really get to do Eddie. Hi, Clovis.
Yeah, I looked him up on Violent
Angela G. Nikki Cook
at 8 a.m. He was supposed to have court this week, but I don't know if that ever happened. Edward. Because the 17th is only a week out, so.
Also, there's this thing, I'm sorry, I want to bring this up real quick about Jonathan that I noticed now. Okay, so this is something that Meow had brought up. It might have been deleted on a panel, but Jonathan's got this friend that's underage, and he's friends with this dude, and he acts like, oh, I'm just friends with this guy, but he's not underage, underage, but he's I think 16 or 17 or something. Anyway, Meow looked up Jonathan a little bit and noticed that he has this underage friend or whatever that Jonathan's friends with for some weird reason. He doesn't know him. He's not related to him, but he's just friends with this younger kid for some reason.
Well, Chuck is doing him.
I'm gonna do a little more digging into it, but it's super sus. And this kid that's underage, and so it's got a lot of this like let's just say
private.
Like LGBT stuff, but like openly gay stuff, which that's Jonathan's stuff. So it's questionable. And then this stuff with him not wanting Tommy to be catching cats off Grindr in Colorado. Is Jonathan doing this to not get caught? Is he doing all this deflection so he doesn't get caught?
I know one trucker thought he was sus as
There's something up with him, because I do remember when he showed up at a Tommy catch. That was well over a year ago. Because I remember I was watching that.
And that's fair. Look at Gus's comment. I called him out on his Facebook and it went private. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And Pat Concy, thank you. Everybody got it. Everybody understands that. So that's another thing. That's everybody in here. Jonathan Robbins is another sus person that needs to be looked at. There's him trying to stop Tommy from catching, which, whatever it is, Tommy is whatever, but the fact that he would go out of his way to make a catch go bad is weird. And then he was already on record saying that he was sending newspapers to like bother Alex or harass Alex. Like,
yes, yeah.
And then this thing with this younger kid on his Facebook that Meow had said, and all of a sudden this stuff's all private now. Something definitely is going on with
just
Jonathan.
A pawn, kind of fun.
Well, he said at the time he said because of his kids, he didn't want his kids to hear it or something like that. So, but he sounds like somehow teenage kids. That's what I didn't understand either.
One more time.
He said that the reason he went up to Tommy is, he said he didn't like in front of his kids, like the language in front of his kids. So Jonathan was saying he had kids, like adopted kids.
Yeah, his story's changing. His story keeps changing because at first he was saying that, you're right. He was saying it because he was doing it and he was screaming in front of kids. And then he's, I wanted him to stop because he's only targeting people on Grindr. And that was how his story changed. So, and then even Locke had asked him, did you say that you would mess up a catch if he caught him on Grindr? And Jonathan was deflecting like fuck. He's like, no, I didn't say that. I told him to go on other platforms to catch people on other platforms besides just Grindr. So he's totally sus. Is he on Grindr? Is he, who's this kid that is on his Facebook that's underage and his friend? It's just weird shit.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, definitely questions to be asked on Mr. Old Jonathan Robbins over there.
Haystack says Jonathan said his kids are grown and moved out. Does Jonathan have kids? I don't know much about that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I thought he was like a younger guy.
It was weird too. Yeah. So maybe like a week ago, he came up on a panel and he was like acting all weird. It was like a Sam angry, like hands on the hips, like, oh my god, whoever contacted my kids, whatever, blah blah blah, the police are whatever. Like, didn't even make any sense. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, someone's contacting my kids, and I have no one's like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, well, the cops are involved, and we're like, okay. And then he just dropped off the panel, and it was just super weird and didn't make any sense. And again, haven't heard anything about that since. The guy's completely weird. Definitely needed to be looked into. He's the type that's calling people. That he's a total snake. He's calling people he shouldn't be calling, and he has nothing to do with any of this stuff. All he does is he's trying to ruin catches. He's trying to bring Alex down for some reason. He's calling Tommy's kid, and then he's calling people's. He's doing just crazy stuff. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and 2 adopted kids. Yeah, no, I heard him talk about 2 adopted kids too, but that were grown and out of the house, but yet he's younger. So that whole thing seemed weird to me. I'm just reading the comments.
It's just a thing. I mean, he wants to pop up and act like he's all innocent and wants to be in the spotlight. I think a spotlight would definitely need to be on him. He needs to be looked into. Since he wants to, stick his neck out, and I don't know why he thinks it's his right to tell Tommy to go look for preds elsewhere. Like, who are the fuck are you to tell him where to catch guys at? It's so weird. And then who is him to be going and contacting Tommy's kid? That's fucking hella weird. Like super weird.
He's been around for a couple of years, I think, Russ was mom, or year and a half. Because I remember that. I remember
he was actually on a catch. And that's the thing too. I remember it. Tommy was on a catch and he pulled up and Tommy actually killed the live because he was like, I'm gonna cut the live so I can talk to this. And that was
before Captain Cooley. That was like early on.
Yeah,
he was with Joe, I think.
Yep. And he cut it the live. He said, I'm gonna talk to this dude real quick. And that was Weirdo Jonathan that showed up to the catch.
Yeah.
And he wants
the same guy who did that to Alex.
Yep. So there's that. God, this dude's a whole coward. So he just totally just left now. Maybe Wi-Fi cut out on his ass. Maybe we'll give him that benefit of the doubt or his hotspot.
More than the jealousy of Tommy.
He walked out of his hotspot or something. Who knows? But
dude, he already got one of Tommy's
you're a bitch, Predward. Pull up.
Discovered the channel gone. There's more there. I know the dude.
All right, Hilby, I'm gonna get back down. I was hoping you'd pull up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys having me up. Scamula, Gremlin, LB.
My cap. Take it, man.
Appreciate you guys. Yep,
My cap. Wait a minute.
Good night, guys. I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to keep this going too much longer. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. It's super fucking late.
It's only midnight here.
Edward's not coming up. That's not going to happen. So,
now we ran him out.
Like I said, I don't think there's much he can come up and say. I understand why Cap's calling him out.
Pearl
that's a personal fucking
sucks, especially
deal
around the
now.
accusation.
Because Edward made it that way, but
I get it.
I would prefer to see Edward his channel just go away.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly he's holding that channel on for those hit pieces because we got one tonight after a couple days of silence.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think I don't see Edward leaving YouTube because he came from other communities prior to this. So he'll probably move on to another community. He'll take his few followers that still believe in him here, just like he did with the ladies from the old community, into his next community. The Black Pearl business name is sus, especially around the CP accusations. Well, yeah, and they said they made $70,000 their first year with 3 employees. How did that happen?
So, about that, did Ed run that, or who?
He owned it. Online it says that was his business.
Simple.
I think it said it was close to 70,000 they claimed as earnings for the year I saw.
Has he ever spoken about this in a chat or anything, or what?
No, I found that on a Google search.
Yes, sir, you're right.
But it was definitely his name, his address, and 3 employees and $70,000 in their first or second year, maybe first year. It seemed like.
What kind of business was it?
Selling rare stones, I guess.
Yeah, it was like fake jewelry, right, or something.
Like rare fake jewelry stones. $70,000 first year in a trailer at the end of a dirt road.
Yeah, and then what's her name? Denise was saying something about that as well.
They're saying that has some connection to some. Oh yeah, she was saying that there was like young ladies from other countries listed, like basically for sale as. Not on Edward's page. Something to do with his dad's page, which I don't know. I haven't looked into all that.
Dad's page? What?
And this is before his father passed away. I don't know. I don't know enough to dig into that yet.
Okay.
I just know I find it odd that you claim you made $70,000 in the first year of selling some weird stones that anybody can buy from China.
What the fuck?
Would be a good way to launder money for being a paid criminal. My opinion on that.
selling drugs, or well, he said his brother's a drug dealer. He admitted that.
Yeah, he did.
Or that other lady claims they're selling people, basically, is what she claims. Yeah, community, like a Wayfair. Yeah, that kind.
I don't know. See, I had a hard time taking her too seriously.
Yeah, well, so do I. But the business is listed as a real business.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, it does claim they made almost $70,000 with 3 employees out of that trailer.
Wow.
So is it on the Better Business Bureau?
I don't know, I Googled his name and I found it under one of them. If you just Google his name, a bunch of weird shit comes up. That Black Pearl business, I mean, he has a Facebook, you know, if you want to do your research, go dig. I don't really want to put it, you know, you gotta do is Google it. Go, it's not, I didn't dig too deep. I'm no investigator. I didn't, you know. I don't pay for any $17 background check.
Hey, yo, drop the cash app. We'll donate. Keep the extra.
Lisa, 9585. Cash app.
Hey, yo, grandma.
Cheap art.
Just saying, you know, you made $70,000 out of that trailer with 3 employees, who was probably him, his mom, and his brother, or him and his mom, and his dad, or who knows, whatever year it was. It was a couple of years ago.
Kelly says, notice how these people with conspiracy people are the only ones with a pipeline to the truth. Yeah, I know. See, I don't really get into conspiracies.
Yeah, I'm going off of what's listed there.
Yeah.
You know?
But I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that was real. So interesting.
Yeah. That's definitely a real business that they had listed as a LLC or whatever. And it says how much they made and how many employees they had. 3 employees, so 6. I think it's a $67 something $1,000 for that particular year. And yeah, where is that coming from? $70,000? It's a lot of money. You live in a trailer.
Yeah.
With your whole family.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. What's it called? I'm on the Better Business Bureau right now.
Black Pearl
something. Yeah, I found it Googling his name. I didn't put the business in.
How do you spell Pearl?
I put his name in and the business came up. That's how I found it.
Okay, I found 3. Black Pearl Consulting, Black Pearl Hair Affairs, Black Pearl Insurance.
If you search Black Pearl,
it's Black Pearl's of Texas is what Jules started saying.
We're at. Or we're near Texas City, Texarkana.
Just put his name in.
Oh wait, okay.
You know his name?
I'm on the Better Business Bureau right now, though. Look at this shit.
The world is going in a haystack. Makes sense. I mean, 5 cell phones. Well, he told Alex the 5. He goes, well, that would explain the 5 cell phones because he was selling drugs.
Hold on, I'm just showing you.
That would explain the colossal amount of drugs they found. When Alex asked him if his brother was a drug dealer.
Wait, hold on, I'm
gonna mute. I'll be right back.
Once the convictions come on, especially if you're dealing. I don't think the business is still considered active right now, as far as and it didn't seem like that anyway, because they're not still updating the information. I'm not theorizing anything. I'm only stating what I saw for that particular year, which was a couple of years ago, I think the information was.
Nothing.
It was listed how many employees, how much they made, what the name of the business was. Edward is the owner of the business.
Look at this. Nothing shows up.
What?
We found the results.
I know.
Yeah, look at that where you will.
Let me see what I can do. I did this on my phone. I'm on a laptop now. I don't even know how to share this, even if I found it, but Yeah, I don't even think I don't do screenshots either. So I know I'm not the only one that saw it though. What are you looking on? Or did you just Google?
Me?
Yeah.
I looked on the various people, BBP, which like government name, for like reviews.
No, this was the thing I found was like it was like state records for LLCs. Oh, hang on.
I don't know anything about that, so.
Okay, I got it right here.
I just saw the picture on that.
Black Pearls of Texas, Edward L.S. It's got his address, Texas. It even has a map under of where the address is, which is the. Okay, anyways.
I just put something in there. What's coming up for me?
It's got his sales permitted sales tax locations and local sales tax responsibility. So he's like a business, individual, sole owner of said business.
Yep.
Yeah, the information's there. I just Googled it again on the laptop and it's out there.
Hey, what I missed?
I'm just saying, it's just not hard to find. Like I said, I didn't.
Yeah, I just pulled up Edward Stairs, Texas, and that's what came up.
Which, whatever, I don't care if you want, whatever, your little business, but 70 grand selling China stones? Make that make sense.
Honestly. Fuck, man.
Why hasn't he been protected yet for the meth charge? I don't know, Gomez. Come up and tell us. I don't know. Do you have a theory? That brings something tangible to the table. Be kind. What do you want him to bring? Like, Edward's the one that has the answers. He's not telling. So. I mean, just like anybody else out here, we can only dig so deep, you know? We can't get certain things that he has access to because it's his personal life.
Yo, I'm gonna dip like for a second just to make sure I didn't accidentally put that list to someone. This live.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll be back.
Okay.
This case, Eddie's just another stat getting worked over. I do kind of believe that. I don't think he's some high up in some conspiracy. Maybe he is. I don't know. Like, that lady seems to think he is. But I think he's just, like, another fucking meth dealer in Texas that maybe has some weird CP fetish. I don't know. Possibly. Or maybe it's his brother and he's protecting him because that's his fucking dealer. You know? Addicts do that. I have no idea.
Yep.
All I know is he's a fucking liar. He's a liar and he's a manipulator. That's what I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Based on everything that's come out. Regardless of anything else that happens in court or any of that shit, he's a liar and he's a manipulator. And this is what's attached behind it. So Gremlin, you're like in and out.
What's up, Tam? It's like this last time.
For years.
I don't know. I'm kind of with Be Kind on this. And I don't know. It's just a little far-fetched.
Honestly,
I do think whatever Gomez is talking about is deeper. He has his own theories about shit beyond this. I do think he had some relevant information about Edward.
Yeah.
And he's not saying Edward is some kingpin and some... you know, he's saying he's a pawn in the ring of bullshit that's going on, which may or may not be true. I don't think he's claiming that Edward is some, like, massive kingpin in some ring of shit. He's just in the game.
It gets complicated.
Yeah, you know, you talk to enough people online across the country, you're going to get pawned into people's games, just like a lot of us did. And that's really what bothers me the most about this. Not even for me or other people that are supporters, but catchers and decoys the most. Why? Why would you
got a whole trunk of
fucking do that to them if you care about kids and getting to the end game of what these catchers and decoys are trying to do?
That's definitely a black stain on the whole predator catching community.
You can't claim you care and you're trying